Okay guys, it's about 7 or 8 days until Christmas. I'm out here in a short sleeve shirt. It's kind of rainy, but temperatures are good. So I thought I'd better get out and check the Bigfoot area at least one more time here before the new year rolls around. We've got a possible new X formation here. Don't recall that being here last time. Also, we had a lot of rain last night, so you can probably hear this small little creek behind me it's up pretty good. And of course, any tracks we find would have to be pretty fresh because it rains so hard. But I mean, that could be wind damage, but it's definitely in the shape of an X, and I have found them in this location before. So I thought I'd better document it and at least, get it captured and documented so we'll know. We'll see what happens. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's kind of an unusual break. That is a laurel bush. Laurel, mountain laurel we call them. And maybe the wind could have done that, but usually those are pretty resilient. They bounce up pretty good. But I'm not finding a lot of wind damage in here. But see, this is kind of over a little hump, so maybe the wind kind of avoids this area. And right there looks like, see that there looks like a part of a track, but of course it's got leaves in it. But right here, see what's it? Just a big hole, I guess, right in there. But that would make sense. Let me see if I can step over there. Okay, I'm over here where that tree break was, and something interesting. This here almost looks like a track impression. It's full of leaves. And then there's one right here on the edge of this water. And then there's one right over there. I'm not, it's all conjecture, I guess, but speculation. But what's the chances of what looks like a large footprint, actually maybe 3 of them, right beside this tree that's broken? And I don't know how long it's been broken. I could have missed it. Like I said, I've not been in here in probably a month or better. Just gonna look right through here. And I don't see anything else, but it's very possible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue back this way and see if we can find anything else. That's kind of interesting. Possibility anyways. And here's another possible track right next to where that's at, see? I got it in the frame, yeah, right there, right over that log. And see, that's another possible track right there. But see, these leaves fall in it, and it just kind of, it's hard to tell how old it is. But that's definitely a big impression. So I'm going to keep looking, you never know, I like to be in here again when they come through before, I've been in here before when Bigfoot is actually in the area. I like to have that happen again. Right now I'm going to look around a little more. Okay. I've ventured on into an area I've not been in several months. Usually I can find some tracks out this way, but of course with all the leaves it's hard to say if you find anything. But I'm going to continue going that way, which should be up and over this. And see if I can find anything. I expect to find more wind damage out this way, if anything else, or if nothing else. But I'm gonna head that way now. Find anything, we'll try to film it. I'd set a game camera here at one time, and I think I caught a bear maybe one time. It's been a long time ago though. But all right, away we go. These are probably old. Right there's a track. Then you step on back. Right there's a track. I've been known to find a few right here. I don't know. And you can see this path. There's a path. You may not show up on camera, but there's a path. It's wore pretty good through here. See, whoa. So you can see these tracks right here too. These are old. Man, in some big, long, slender tracks. There's 3 or 4 different ones here, looks like. You can see too, look here, this one. And then the next one is perfectly in line. And So that's a good indicator when they're in line like that, is that it's possibly a Bigfoot. So I'll continue looking and we'll see. But you can see where something's been coming around through here pretty often, because there's a good path. Maybe it's several animals are using it. But I'm going to continue to head this way and we'll see what we can find. All right. A little bit more of the hike for everybody. Ouch. Man, them holly bushes, they tickle when you hit them just right. See, we got a game trail right here. We got another separate game trail right here. This one goes more up the mountain. This one goes more to the right. This is an area where I have found Bigfoot activity, first tree breaks, tracks, things like that. It was over on the other side of this little ridge here where I had a Bigfoot pace me from a good distance early one morning, and it hollered at me a time or two. But my theory about this general area I'm in is that the Bigfoot fall a little deeper back in the forest this time of year, because the outcropping of the forest is kind of sparse and there's not much covering. So my opinion is that they fall back because of the lack of covering and fall back into the deeper forest. Now this little area here is a little bit heavier, got a little heavier coverage, so they may be more comfortable in an area like this. But I'm gonna look around a little bit, see if I can find any tracks. I've not found as much wind damage as I thought I would. But this is a good area. Like I always tell you, this area is not exclusive to me, and you won't find very many areas around here that is exclusive to anyone, because somebody will get on it, even if they have to come back from the opposite side and cross over into somebody else's private land, they'll do it. Hunters and things like that, ginseners and stuff. So we always got to keep our guard up, make sure we're not trying to give any wrong information. A boot track, we don't want to say it was a Bigfoot track if we know it's a boot track, and things like that. So we try to discern that if we can. But it's a little dicey right here, so it's pretty slick. So I am going to cut this camera off and ease through this part, and we'll get on out here where I think we might find a track or two. Okay, gang, I'm in an area where I've only been to a few times over the years. And it's not because it's not a good area. It's because the other areas I was in, I was having activity, so I didn't have to venture out too far. But today, since it's nice, especially for December, and I think they fall back a little farther in the mountains, so I'll come into this area. I've not seen any signs of them back through here, really. Not up this way. But that don't mean they're not here. I want to continue to go up this way a little bit. It feels good to get out, but man, we haven't been out in a while on this kind of trip. I got some sweat going. That's good though, I needed it. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep on going this way a little ways. I know this is hard to see, but this is another, I've never found this one before. This is another mound of dirt right here. It's probably, I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You're talking about 9 feet in length. Unusual hump of dirt. So, you know, I got misquoted, mischaracterized on sharing the last information about those. Everybody wanted to claim that I said they were Bigfoot. No, I did not. I was asking if anybody else had found them, and I said they possibly could be Bigfoot, but they could be a lot of other things. Natural, they could be Native American, they could be old homesteaders. Hard to say. But unusual anyways. Regardless if it was any of those things, it's unusual. So I don't see any others around. So, but I know it's hard to see because of the leaves. You might be able to see it a little better right there. It's right behind that rock. But, oh well. Share information and get treated like you're dumb. Or get treated like you're hoaxing. That's the way the Bigfoot community works, I guess. But boy, if I could zoom in on that pile of brush right there and say it's 18 Bigfoot in it, people would love me. But that's as the old saying goes, it is what it is. So on down the mountain I go.